Welcome to Bridgewater Rainham Regional High School as we get ready for a baseball game here between the Boxers and the Trojans. I'm John Locke. First pitch on the way from Trent Smith to Jackson O'Brien, who's leading off for the Boxers today. O'Brien going to be followed up by Armani LaRusso. Boxers coming into today's game at 500, 4-4. Going to be fouled back. Smith back on the 20th, 5 innings, a hit, and 7 strikeouts against New Bedford. Looking to continue his dominance here in the late stages of April. 0-2 on the way, taken for a ball. Trojans playing their third game in 4 days. This is actually the third game of a 3-game SEC homestand. The 1-2 swung on and missed for the first strikeout of the day for Smith. You may be able to hear some of the wind in the background. A pretty gusty day here at the regional. It'll be interesting to see how that affects some of the pitches thrown here by Smith in the early going. One down, here comes Armani LaRusso, a junior for the Boxers. Or excuse me, a sophomore. Right away, Smith going out ahead. One on the way. This is going to be popped up and really close to us. I did pack a glove, so not really sure what that does back here behind the camera, but that's going to be taken for a ball. And this BR pitching staff has shown dominance here over the past couple of weeks, having 3 straight shutouts. Something that head coach Mike Connolly really enjoying here. Connolly, of course, a member of the state champion team back already 9 years ago. Here's a pitch on the way that's going to go underneath the catcher's glove. This one's going to be popped up over the first baseman's glove into right field for the first hit of the day for the Boxers. As LaRusso had to go far across the plate for that one off the end of the bat. Nice effort given by Tyler Cottagio as well. Just a little too tall for him. Brady Ensko, the starting pitcher, at the plate now. Awaits the first pitch. This one's going to be fouled up and over our head. Brett Keene is the right fielder for the Boxers. He's not hitting today, so Ensko, in essence, replacing the right fielder Keene. Smith wants to check back on LaRusso, who had a sizable lead at first. Second baseman playing in a little bit here for BR. This may be enough for a double play. That's going to be bobbled by the shortstop, so a fielder's choice here will allow Ensko to reach first. I think that was number 15, Luke Berry, for the Trojans, who may have bobbled that one as he was trying to perhaps think a step ahead. But nonetheless, still a runner on first for the Boxers here with 2 down in the top of the first. As a cleanup hitter, Dominic Hopkins at the plate. And again, Smith wants to keep the runner close by. First baseman for BR, Tyler Cottagio. The lone freshman on the team for the Trojans, as the dirt continues to fly around. Gives you an idea of what exactly we're dealing with here for wind. Here on April 28th, we're talking about temperatures in the upper 40s and wearing winter hats. This one's going to be fouled up and out of play in a scoreless game. These two teams will do battle again coming up in a few weeks' time at Campanelli on May 19th. Sizable lead. Here comes a pitch. This one's going to be lined to center field, but more than enough space there for the center fielder to retire the side. Colin Ronayne getting the third out of the inning. Back here at the regional, bottom of the first coming up here. Going to be led off by Colin Ronayne, followed by James Nichols. And batting third, Cam Morrison for the BR Trojans, and they'll be facing Brady Ensko. A senior pitcher for the Boxers on the mound. First pitch, right away, Ronayne swings, and he will be out at first. So here comes James Nichols after a one pitch at bat for Ensko. Taken for a strike. BR 7-2 coming into today's game. Started the season off 6-1. As I mentioned, dominant pitching with 3 straight shutouts about a week ago. Taken for a ball. Let's go with the pitch. That's going to bounce off the dirt. That goes inside, so it's going to be a walk for Nichols to bring up Morrison. Cam Morrison has been an RBI machine for BR over the past couple of weeks. As he swings at the first pitch, this one's going to be sent down the left field line, but foul. Against Whitman Hansen back on the 5th, 3 for 4, a home run, 2 RBI. On the 21st against Plymouth North, 2 for 4 with a pair of RBI. He has Nichols on first. Let's go with a pitch. Evens the count up 1-1. Let's go with a couple looks back. Nichols going to take off, and more than enough time as that one's going to go over his head and the second baseman's head, but he'll stop at second. As Ensko again looks back at Nichols, and Morrison fouls that one back. Going to be interesting to see if anybody connects with a baseball here, how exactly it's going to handle in the wind. As the catcher heads out and talks to Ensko. As Brockton was getting ready to go out to the field, they were throwing a lot of balls that were going all over the place. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly if this goes out to the outfield, how some of these outfielders are going to handle it. Morrison to be followed by DeAndre in the bottom of the first. Trojans looking for their first run here. Nichols with a good lead, but fouls that back. Morrison. Two and two the count. Nichols getting checked on, and he's safe at second. James Nichols has been taking some good leads. Wants to test out Ensko here in the early stages. Wind blowing in, it feels like from left field. Ensko with the pitch as Morrison lines this one into right field. A nice sliding catch made there by number 2 for the Boxers, Brett Keene. Looks like Nichols was off right at contact there, so can't really advance the runner. With 2 down brings up Nolan DeAndre. First pitch taken for a strike. DeAndre, a former quarterback for the BR Trojans football team. Focusing on baseball here. Looking to get the first run of the day for the Trojans in this at-bat. 0-1. He'll be taken for a ball. Even the count up at 1-1. Tyler Cottagio would be the next batter up here if DeAndre can go on base as Ensko looks back at Nichols. Nichols with a good lead here as DeAndre swings at strike 2. Go with the pitch. Nice look there by DeAndre. Two and two the count, 2 down in the bottom of the first. Let's go. Couple looks back at Nichols. DeAndre gets a hold of this one to center field. More than enough space there for the center fielder, who gets the 3rd out of the inning. As the Trojans leave a runner on, we enter the second, still scoreless.
Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, safely drive that automobile. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. Safely drive that automobile. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel.
Top of the second here at the regional, still scoreless between BR and Brockton. John Luck coming to you as the Boxers coming up. Sam Balti leading off the top of the second. Gets a hold of this one. Going to be out of play on the right field side. Balti going to be followed up by Nicholas Genetasio. Trent Smith with the 0-1. Lined off the third baseman's glove. Balti's going to reach with ease. A hot shot to Nichols. At the very least, just knocking it down, keeping Balti at first. Here comes Genetasio now with a runner on first, and Smith going to check on him. Both teams left a runner on base in the first inning, as the feeling out process continues here between the Trojans and Boxers. An SEC conference game. First pitch taken for a ball. Again, Smith wants to check back to first. And well, enough time for Balti to reach. I have to imagine this is going to be one of those games where a small ball is going to be the way to victory. Balti takes off, and he will get there as the pitch goes into center field. Now Balti on second. Smith with a pitch. Taken for a strike. One, two on the way. Squaring up to bunt. And Chantasio stays up. As you hear the wind blowing in the background. Taken for a ball. Count evens up at 2-2. Chantasio fouls that one to stay alive as Balti stays at second base. Here comes the 2-2. Fouled. And I would say about 6-7 inches away from taking away Jeff Fowler's DJing arm. Here's a pitch. That's a chopper. Smith more than enough time to check back at second to keep Balti at second base. So it's a 1-3 put out there for Chantasio. Smith with the first pitch here to the number 7 hitter, Reese Little. And I said I brought a glove, and I was not lying. I have a nice baseball glove here for I didn't think I'd actually have to use it. As Little takes the pitch. One down here in the top of the second, and he's taken for a ball. Smith going to step off, looking back at second base. At this point, if you're the Boxers, you'll take anything. Fielder's choice, a sac fly, anything to advance the runner, Balti, as that's going to be chopped along the third base line, but foul. As the Boxers looking to improve over the 500 mark coming into today's game 4-4. Still plenty of time to rack up that resume for the postseason. One-two on the way. Chopper foul as Little stays alive. Relatively young Boxers team, only 3 seniors on the roster. And all 3 in today's starting lineup. Brady Ensko, Brady Foreman, who will be the next batter up here if Little reaches. Strike 3 looking. Looked like a bit of a changeup there from Smith. It's the first strikeout of the day for Trent Smith. Brings up Brady Foreman. Taken for a ball, and you think about the influence of that strikeout looking there for Little. Keeps Ensko at second base. Any chance of a sacrifice to move him up out the window. At the very least, Boxers looking to continue this inning, drive out that pitch count for Smith. Chopper along the third base line, though, going to be foul. As we've had a mix of sun and clouds. Obviously the wind we've talked about, you can probably hear it at home. And a pretty chilly day here at the regional. Pitch on the way, going to be inside the Foreman, but still a strike. On the way again, going to be foul, and right now the Boxers just driving out that pitch count for Trent Smith. Mentioned through 5 innings against New Bedford on the 20th. So again, Balti at second. 2 down in the top of the second inning. There's time given by the umpire. Smith with the 0-1. Taken for a ball to even up the count at 1-1, or actually 2-2, excuse me. Pitch on the weight. Count goes full. Smith with the delivery. Chopper, easy put out here, and Smith gets out of a taxing second inning pitch count wise, but still nonetheless we are scoreless here between BR and Brockton. Top of the second inning, or excuse me, bottom of the second inning here at BR. Tyler Cottagio leading things off for BR. Brady Ensko on the mound, delivers, and a strike. One and one count on Cottagio, and the delivery by Ensko swung on low in the dirt. Taken for a ball by Cottagio, and Due up next is going to be Kevin Doyle, and then Kieran Carson batting 7th for BR. Again, started the season off at 6-1, 1-1 since then. And strike 3 looking, buckling the knees of Cottagio. Here comes Kevin Doyle now, a junior for the BR Trojans. First pitch swinging off the third baseman's glove, and Doyle will reach with ease. As Dominic Hopkins, all he could really do was just knock it down and keep Doyle at first. Here comes Kieran Carson, a senior for the Trojans. And in each half inning, we've had a runner left on base. Can BR convert here as Doyle takes off for second base, and he is going to be safe. So for the second straight inning, BR gets a runner up to second. Again, with one down, I have to imagine the focus here, just get the ball in play and move Doyle back or up to third, as that one gets by the second baseman, but Doyle's going to hang out at second base. Against New Bedford and Dartmouth combined, Doyle had 5 RBIs, so an offensive threat with a bat. Looking to make a difference here on the base paths. Carson with a pitch, or waits for the pitch, takes the ball up high. This is going to be a chopper to short. Doyle's going to stay at second. Or no, he gets thrown out. Went a little too far ahead to third, so Doyle's going to be out at second, and Carson's going to be at first base. Outs like that could be big in a game where it looks like playing small ball is going to be the way to go. So now with 2 down, here comes Luke Berry. Takes strike 1 looking. Oh, 1 on the way. Carson takes off for second base, and he's going to be out with ease. Almost looks like Carson maybe tripped himself up before he slid into second base, but the Boxers worked their way out of a jam. As we head to the third inning, scoreless here at BR.
Unlike other health concerns, mental illness is not always easy to see.
D-E-P-R.
Mental illness doesn't show up on a scale.
Bipolar?
Sorting out a mental health concern takes professional diagnosis and treatment.
Anxiety. I thought so.
If you or a loved one has a mental health concern, don't go it alone. For 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, call 1-800-662-HELP. Learn more at samhsa.gov/support.
The wind continues to howl here at the regional as we enter the top of the third inning, scoreless between the BR Trojans and the Brockton Boxers. Adam Perez, the first batter up for Brockton, and he takes strike 1 looking. As Trent Smith back out for his third inning of work. Already puts the number 9 hitter Perez in a 0-2 hole. Here's the delivery. And a ball just outside. 1-2 on the way, swung on and missed. For the second strikeout of the day, excuse me, third strikeout of the day for Trent Smith. Back to the top of the order now for Brockton and Jackson O'Brien, 0 for 1. Start things off being the first strikeout of the day. Takes ball one looking. Smith evens up the count at 1-1. Has had to labor his way through the first couple innings on the mound. Gets ready for the 1-1 delivery. Swung on and missed for strike two. One, two on the way. Evens up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the delivery fouled back behind the backstop. As the foul balls have been flying out of here. And strike 3 looking. O'Brien not happy with himself. And Smith picks up his 4th K of the day. And that pitch count may be going up, but it looks like Smith is starting to work his way in a groove here. As the first pitch going to be taken for a ball to Armani LaRusso. Off the end of the bat to right field. That one's going to be caught by number 5, Cam Morrison. As we go to the bottom of the third. Luke Berry going to lead things off for the BR Trojans here in the bottom of the third. As Brady Ensko on the mound for his 3rd inning of work. First pitch swung at, and that goes off the shortstop, and Berry makes it to first with ease. Not exactly sure if there's a score or not, so we'll just say that's an E6. We'll be hard scores here. But nonetheless, Berry at first. Here comes Mike Logedice. Excuse me. Ensko checking back on Berry at first. Trent Smith, the BR starting pitcher, had a nice 1-2-3 inning in the top of the third as Berry takes off for second, and he gets in. And for the second time in 3 innings, the BR Trojan makes his way up to second. Ensko throws a ball. 1-0 delivery off the end of the bat. Shortstop looking to make up for what happened earlier, and he does with a 6-3 putout. And that'll retire Lodgedice. More importantly for Chris Brennan, keeps Barry at second base. With one down as Colin Ronayne comes back up. Ronayne grounded out first time up. Takes the ball. Ronayne was looking to bunt, and again, that's the only way you're going to move these runners over, it looks like here today, is playing some small ball, bunting, maybe getting some infield singles. Nichols due up next. First baseman on the infield grass, Ronayne swings at this one, and the left fielder can't get that one. Barry around third, he'll score as the left fielder bobbled, an RBI double for Colin Ronayne. Very simple there. The left fielder for the Boxers just mistimed that jump and also went a little to the right of it, looked like. So a 1-0 BR lead. This one goes to short. Moving over to third is Ronayne. But at this point, Brockton going to take the out, make it 2 down in the bottom of the third. Here comes Cam Morrison now looking to add on to the 1-0 lead. Fouled along the third base side and into the backyard that's adjacent to the high school field. Ronayne at third as Morrison takes the 0-1. Count evens up at a ball and a strike here in the bottom of the third. Ensko with a delivery, going to be strike 2. Bit of a delayed call there by the umpire. Almost feels like one of the major league umpires. Ensko with a delivery. Morrison hits this one in the left field. Ronayne around from third. So an RBI single by Cam Morrison. The 6th batter of the inning, Nolan DeAndre. Morrison takes off. That goes off the catcher, off the fence in the backstop. Morrison continuing his way to third. As Ensko having a difficult time the second time around with this BR lineup. Already down 2-0, looking to stop the momentum here. Morrison on third, the delivery. And again, the catcher had a hard time getting that one. Starting catcher Adam Perez for the Boxers. 2-0 on the way by Ensko. Swung on and missed. A little extra zip with that one. Up a little high. Two-one delivery, swung into left field, but that's going to be foul. As Ensko works his way to even the count back at 2-2. the pitch. Again, DeAndre fouls it along the third base side. Ensko playing with proverbial fire here. 2-0 is capable to be come back from, but 3-0 a little more difficult as DeAndre gets a hold of this one to center field. Just shy of the track. But nonetheless, it is BR taking a 2-0 lead into the top of the fourth inning, thanks again to some small ball.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Starting the top of the fourth inning, BR on top 2-0 over the Brockton Boxers here at Bridgewater Rainham Regional High School. John Luck on the call with you. As Brady Ensko leads off the inning. Ensko, the starting pitcher for the Boxers. First pitch is going to be hit to the second baseman. A routine 4-3 putout. Almost looks like Cottagio there almost missed the first base bag. But nonetheless, it is a 4-3 put out, one down. Brings up Hopkins. Dominic Hopkins off the end of the bat. And that is going to be caught by Mike Lodgedice. Has had himself a nice top of the fourth inning here. This will be a crucial inning if Smith can get out of this with a limited pitch count. Here comes Balti. And a 1-2-3 inning for Trent Smith. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night as the BR Trojans enter the bottom of the fourth up 2-0. Tyler Cottagio leading off the bottom of the fourth inning here at BR as the sun shines down, takes strike one. Ensko out for his fourth inning of work. Had to grind through that bottom of the third inning, gave up a couple of runs. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled on the first base side. Cottagio struck out looking last time up in the bottom of the second inning. The only strikeout victim of the day for Brady Ensko. Here's the pitch. Grounder underneath the pitcher's glove. And a dicey play there, but that's going to be the first out of the inning. As number 11, Brady Foreman, went to the ground for that one. Kevin Doyle comes up 1 for 1 with a single. Taken high. BR has had a runner left on base in each of the first 3 innings. Nobody on in the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 delivery. This one smacked foul. I think that one actually almost hit the porch of the house next door. Actually part of the discussion me and Jeff Haller had before the game. Whether or not there's some type of roofing insurance needed if you're living right next to a baseball field. 1-1. Outside ball 2. 2-1 delivery. Count evens up at 2-2 here for Kevin Doyle, the sixth batter in the lineup for BR. This is going to be popped up. Ensko giving chase, and this is going to go out of play. Kieran Carson, the next batter up for BR. Again, these two teams going to do battle again May 19th in Campanelli Stadium in Brockton, a stadium that's getting worked on once again as Ensko with a delivery. This is fouled back along the third base side. Ensko the delivery. Doyle hits this one on the ground. That's going to be bobbled by the second baseman, and Doyle reaches base for the second time in 2 at-bats. Maybe the second error of the day on the Rocks, or excuse me, on the Boxers. Here comes Kieran Carson. Reach first on a fielder's choice last time up. And that's a stolen base for Doyle. BR has been aggressive on the base paths here today. 4 stolen bases by the Trojans base runners. I was talking about Campanelli Stadium a minute ago. That is the home of the Brockton Rocks and a revamped roster. Number of players may have some name recognition, as we'll update you on that within the next month or so. But if you're a fan of 2004 baseball, the names may look a little bit familiar. Here's a pitch by Ensko, a chopper, and a nice put out there, but that's going to move Doyle up to third. So 2 down, here comes Luke Berry. And he takes strike 1.
You know, I used to think Lions Club was all about just meetings and eye tests and that sort of thing. This demonstrates that you guys are big and you're out there, you're willing to help, and we just really appreciate it big time.
It's really sad, but we have to help. It's our goal.
We are often first to respond.
食料、水、医療、そして避難所を提供し、
重建这房屋、学校跟其他的建筑物。
Somos sus vecinos.
We're Lions.
Bottom of the 4th inning, excuse me, bottom of the 5th inning here At BR, a 2-0 lead. Trojans on top. Mike Lodgedice fouls back the first pitch. Delivered by Brady Ensko. Meanwhile, on the other side of the hill for BR, Trent Smith retiring the last 12 batters. Each base going back to the second inning. Lodgedice fouls this one off his foot. Chili Day not going to feel too well. Lodgedice 0 for 1. Grounding out in the third inning. As we are continuing their aggressive offense here. 4 straight innings with a runner left on base, so that may be something to focus on for Mike Connolly and the rest of the coaching staff, but nonetheless they have a 2-0 lead in the bottom of the 5th inning. Third baseman working his way into the infield grass. This is going to be fouled on the first base side, though. Mentioned Mike Connolly, part of a state championship team. Also, a lot of familiar names here to the regional. Glenn Tufts, Jack Connolly, Mike Connolly's brother, Joe Friday, PJ Walsh. A lot of baseball success here at BR. And working its way into the major leagues as well. Don't forget Tufts played in Major League Baseball. Mike Connolly, Joe Friday, both drafted by Major League clubs a number of years ago, but coming back to their roots here at the regional. This one goes off the hill as Ensko was getting ready to dodge it, but that took a very funny bounce off the mound there. Not sure I've seen the pitcher dive and the ball just go right out the hill after. Back to the top of the lineup here, Colin Ronayne. 1 for 2. Lodgedice already running, has to jump over the ball. That'll move Lodgedice to second, but Ronayne out at first. Here comes James Nichols now. First pitch taken for a ball. Nichols walked back in the first into a fielder's choice in the third inning. One-0 delivery. Count goes to 2-0. Ensko working his way back. 2-1 the count now on James Nichols, senior for BR, as this one's going to be popped up and out of play. Two and two the count, one down in the bottom of the fifth inning. Runner on second. This is hit into center field. Lodgedice moves up to third. So it'll be runners on the corner with one down. Morrison comes up and starting to get into deep waters here is Brady Ensko, and he's going to leave the game. So Ensko goes 4 1/3. And the new pitcher going to be number 21, Christopher Frost. to hold off the BR Trojans from adding on to a lead of 2-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bottom of the 5th, 1 down. Christopher Frost, the new pitcher, in for the Brockton Boxers, and Cam Morrison getting set to step up to the plate here. And a big at-bat for the BR Trojans with runners on the corners. Gradiensko going 4 1/3 innings, allowing 5 hits, 2 earned, a walk, and a strikeout. Nichols is on first, and Lodgedice is on third for BR. Left-hander delivers, and really no effort given there by the Boxers, letting Nichols move up to second. Cam Morrison, a big hitter for the BR Trojans this season, already over 10 RBI. Here's the delivery, and Morrison fouls this one back behind the backstop. As you watch this game, I want to let you know that you can follow the BR Trojans baseball team on Twitter and Instagram. Follow the BR Diamond Club. They have the statistical recaps after each BR Trojans baseball game, and Morrison gets a hold of this one, but it's going to be foul. Is it foul or a home run? I think it's a home run. It is a home run. The players didn't know. I don't think the umpires knew for a while, but nonetheless, Cam Morrison, a 3-run home run. The one thing Chris Brennan was hoping not to happen happened, as Cam Morrison makes it a 5-0 lead. As there's a little bit of a disagreement here. The players trying to say that went foul. Obviously, nothing close to Major League Baseball here, only 2 umpires. And that foul pole blends perfectly into the trees. So there. So that was actually a foul ball, they're saying. So now Morrison's going to come back out. Morrison, this one's going to stay in the yard as this one goes to third base. This will score a couple runs, or actually this goes into left field. So Morrison with a 2 RBI single. So now a 4-0 lead, thanks to Cam Morrison, after what he thought was a 3-run home run was taken away. Nolan DeAndre comes up now. Morrison threatening to steal. He's going off for second, and he's going to make it there in plenty of time. A 4-0 BR lead after a home run taken away. Morrison working on his left leg, it looks like. Might have taken an awkward slide. I think it was the second baseman he slid into. Almost provided not really a lot of space. As you saw the manager of the the head coach of the BR Trojans, Mike Connolly, coming out to check on Morrison. Connolly, of course, taking over for John Carney, retiring after a long career that included 300-plus wins. Connolly helped out with Cardinal Spellman last season before coming back home to BR, a place that he knows very well going back to 2013. As Nolan DeAndre strikes out. So those two runs that Cam Morrison batted in actually are attached to Ensko, so now Ensko's day is complete. As Frost delivers strike one. Oh, 1 held up there by Cottagio. Cottagio 0 for 2 on the day. Cottagio wanted to hold up there, but nonetheless it's a strikeout for Frost, but not before Cam Morrison adds on a pair of runs for the BR Trojans. It's a 4-0 game heading into the top of the 6th.
Wow.
Okay, ready? Knock him out. Britney Spears. Britney Spears. Britney Spears.
That was good. That, I don't want to sing it because I keep thinking there's audio.
Top of the 6th inning here at the regional as Adam Perez leading things off for the Boxers off the end of the bat to left field. This one could be trouble as it stays fair. Perez going to be into second with a stand-up double. Breaks up a streak of 12 Brockton hitters not reaching base. As Trent Smith has been dealing here this afternoon, but right now has a runner on second, no one down. Back to the top of the lineup, and Jackson O'Brien. Smith gets a hold of this one, a high fly ball. This one's going to go into right field. Caught by Morrison for the first out of the inning. Head coach of the BR baseball team, Mike Connolly, earlier this season talking to the Brockton Enterprise, saying that the kids are in high school, so you never know what kind of effort level they're going to bring to the table. I'm trying to change the atmosphere around high school sports, and the fact that I just want you to give me your all 100% of the time, and I can live with anything. Saying that his whole thing coming into this has been effort level, and you'd have to think that he's been appreciative of the effort given by the BR Trojans baseball team here, holding a 4-0 advantage over the Brockton Boxers. Trent Smith in his 6th inning of work. Again, had 5 innings against the Whalers back on the 20th. This one is going to be caught by Smith there for the 4-3 put-out, but that's going to move the catcher, Perez, to third. As Lodgetice really had the range there going near the right field line and finding Smith with ease. 2 down. That one is swung on and missed by LaRusso. Excuse me, this is Ensko at the plate now. Ray Ensko, the starting pitcher. Oh for 2 on the day. Sends this one fouled back. Through the first 3 innings with ease on the mound, but once he got to the 4th inning, that was when he really started to labor and got pulled into the 5th inning as Ensko with a chopper back to the pitcher. Smith over to first and gets himself out of a jam as the Trojans continue to shut down the Brockton Boxers. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 4-0 lead for the BR Trojans going into the bottom of the 6th inning. Kevin Doyle going to lead things off, facing Christopher Frost. Doyle first pitch swinging. This one goes foul. Reached base on an error last time up in the 4th inning. Frost with the delivery goes foul. So it'll be Doyle, Carson, and Barry scheduled to come up here for the BR Trojans in the bottom of the 6th inning. One and two. Right now the sun over center field, not really an issue at this point. 1-2 delivery by Frost. Strike 3 looking for Doyle, the first out of the inning. Kieran Carson grounded out his last time up. Was also caught stealing back in the 2nd inning. As the wind continues to blow, it's just been going and going. This one's going to be hit into center field, right between the infielders. So Carson on with a single. Luke Berry. He also grounded out his last time up. And he takes ball 1 as Frost keeps an eye on Carson at first. Mentioned Carson caught stealing back in the 2nd inning. This one gets sent foul. As I thought was going to happen, bounced off the roof of the house. Carson at first. The delivery, this one is sent right off the shortstop's glove. Takes a funny bounce, so Carson moves up to 2nd, and Barry finds his way to 1st. We've had some funny bounces in this game. First couple runs came off of an error by the left fielder. Went just to the right of the ball, bounced around, scored a couple runs. As Brockton really playing with fire here if they want to have any shot at coming back in the 7th inning. That one gets tipped away. Mike Lodgidice at the plate now, singled his last time up in the 5th. The Trojans have been moving this lineup around here over the past couple innings. And Frost will eye both runners back to the plates, to the bases rather. Still only one down in the bottom of the 6th. Lodgidice looks at a ball. This one gets sent back. Ronane's the next scheduled batter here for the BR Trojans in the bottom of the 6th. As Frost steps off the mound here. Again, this is a big moment here with the Boxers pitching staff. And the delivery, Lodgidice reaches this one into center field for the 2nd out of the inning. So Carson stays at 2nd and Barry at 1st. Here comes Colin Ronine. An RBI double in the 3rd inning. As number 2 for the BR Trojans, Brendan Goonan, warming up in the bullpen behind us. So if this is the day for Trent Smith, what a day he had. 6 shutout innings thus far. As a left-hander delivers, this one bounces off the dirt. As the dirt continues to blow around. Here's the pitch. Ronane sends this one to second base off the glove and the lip of the grass. Carson comes around to score the 5th BR run of the day. Barry moves up to 2nd. So 2 RBI day for Colin Ronane. Down, here comes James Nichols. For a ball. This one gets fouled off. as Nichols stays alive. One-two delivery from Frost. Swung on and missed for the strikeout. So Frost gives up a run here in the bottom of the 6th. We're on to the top of the 7th here at BR as the Trojans have a 5-0 lead. Top of the 7th here at BR as we have a new pitcher in for the BR Trojans. Brendan Goonan, a senior, after Trent Smith had himself a day, going 6 innings, allowing 2 hits and 4 strikeouts, and was in cruise control for the last 3+ innings, including a streak of 12 Brockton Boxer hitters retired. The Hopkins, Balti, and Genetasio coming up here in the top of the 7th, as it's been all BR. Goonan with the delivery, taken for a ball, and want to remind you, or excuse me, yeah, ball. Want to remind you that you can volunteer here at BTV. Call 508-697-1833 for more information. Come out, stand in a beautiful baseball field with a nice 25-mile-an-hour wind gust coming your way. We do have nicer events indoors too, so you can come volunteer for that if standing outdoors isn't really your thing. Here's the pitch, and Hopkins sends this one back. Brockton looking to avoid falling to below 500 coming into the game at 4-4. The BR Trojans looking to continue their hot start to the season as they entered today's game 7-2. As they get set for a stretch where 4 of the next 5 games are going to be on the road, as Hopkins will walk here on the top of the 7th. They go to New Bedford coming up on Monday, rather. They host BC High on May 6th, then they have a 3-game road trip against Sandwich, Westwood, and Dartmouth. Racking out the bus miles there as Balti looks at ball 1. Season ends on May 27th against Whitman-Hanson. That game here at the Regional. Going with the pitch. Balti sends this one into left field. So the Boxers making some noise here in the top of the 7th. Comes Genetasio. 0 for 2 on the day. This one a chopper. Maybe trouble for Goonan. He gets it to first for the first out of the inning. Both runners will move up. So one gone here in the top of the 7th. Here comes Reese Little. Little 0 for 2 on the day, including a strikeout. Take strike one looking. The 0-1 delivery from Goonan going to be fouled back as Little finds himself in an 0-2 hole. Foreman due up next. Strike three looking. As Goonan picks up his first strikeout of the day. Brings up Brady Foreman, now 2 gone in the top of the 7th. Looking to extend this game a little bit here. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. This one bounces off the catcher, but both runners go back to their bases. It starts to get a little interesting here at BR. Trojans up 5-0, but Brockton looking to make some noise here before they go. There's a strike by Goonan. Trojans dugout starting to make some noise here, getting behind Brendan Goonan with a delivery. That's a ball outside. Boxers' bats have been kept silent up to this point. As Goonan looking to close it out here with one more pitch. Mentioned the BR pitching staff has had 3 shutouts this season. Excuse me, 3 consecutive shutouts. Looking for another shutout here. And as Foreman stays alive. You can watch these two do battle again May 19th in Brockton. Here's the pitch. And Goonan bounces that one in.